Hey there, let's get started. My name is Mr. Goan and we're going to be starting a new colony in Rimworld. Now I'm just playing the base game here, I have not got the expansion. We're going to be having a look at Lost Tribe. Now in this one you'll start with 5 pawns chosen from 8. I'm not going to randomize any and I'm not going to use any mods with this. I just want to give this one a try. So let's go. I'm going to use random on medium and commitment mode, and our seed is going to be Goan because I'm an egomaniac like that. Okay, so this is the world that we've had generated for us, and you can see there's lots of different areas. So up at the poles we've got sea ice, which is particularly hard, and then there's tundra, boreal forests, temperate forests, looks like temperate swamp there. We've got deserts. These brown bits are mountains. The darker ones are like impassable mountains. We can't start in an impassable one, but there are the lighter ones as well. Where you see these tents, these are people, like tribes and stuff. I think the red tents, or the bigger tents even, or it's kind of like a mountain, is a base. As far as I'm aware, the different colours are different factions, and the Skull and Crossbones is pirates. Suffering Town, that one's called, and this one's called And Fun Is. So each of the different colours corresponds to different factions, and you can be like friends with some and enemies and all kinds of stuff. So what we're doing here is we're going to pick our starting area. Now you can see I selected 50% of the world, so the back half of the planet hasn't generated, and that's fine because there is more than enough here for us. Now I'm feeling like we could maybe have like a relatively quiet game. Tropical rainforest, that sounds like a bad idea. Rainforest. So what I'm going to look for is some temperate forest, but with mountains or small hills. So what we'll go here, temperate forest, and that's small hills. Temperate forest, small hills. This one's mountainous. Now, if I click the terrain tab here, we get some more details. So what I'm looking at here is these stone types, and the growing period. Now, year-round growing means you'd be able to grow food year-round, which would be awesome, really. And I think that's because we're on the equator here. So if you're interested in playing along, I think we're gonna choose this one. So this is 15.33 degrees south and 1.57 degrees east. And if I zoom out, you can see that this is here. So if you use the same seed, you'll be able to play the exact same game. Now the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to give myself a much bigger. I'm not going to go into the large because the large ones are too large, but I'm going to go to the biggest, setting on medium. Just a quick peek. Yeah, no extra notes here. Sometimes if you change the seasons and it's a season where it'll be frozen, it'll give you a quick warning. But just so we're all at the same starting point, I'm going to start in spring, and we've got the largest size that we have without going into large. I'm going to hit close there, and I'm going to hit next. Okay, so what we have here is we've been given a choice of 8 pawns to choose from, and we have to choose 5 of them. So I am gonna give them nicknames in the middle here from some names I got from my friends earlier, but I'll cut out my choices. This is the first time I'm seeing these, so it'll skip to these guys. Okay, so I've got my 5 colonists here. I've got Molly, who is psychically hypersensitive, so that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But she's pretty, and she's an undergrounder, which means she never feels cooped up, and she's not bothered by darkness. She is a sister to Red, who's next. Red is our next colonist, You know, she's incapable of caring, so she can't be a doctor, but she's got tortured artist, which will come in handy later on. And we've got fast walker there and nimble, which is great for getting about. But she's got a skill of 10 in plants straight off the bat, which is fantastic. We've also got Watney. Now I've named him Watney after Mark Watney in The Martian. He's got passion in plants, a double flame in intellectual, which will be great for research, and a double flame in melee. Not as great because I much prefer ranged combat, but it's fine. The caring again means he is incapable of being a doctor again. I've not got very many doctors. This was incapable of caring too. But Blue is our archer. He is great at shooting, great at fighting, double passion in mining, so we'll maybe pop him on that if there's nothing else. Minor passion in animals, so we'll get him look at taming some animals. And we have Bob. Now, Bob is a careful shooter. She's abrasive and she's beautiful. So the abrasive and beautiful may get us in some trouble, and she's incapable of caring, which matches. If you're unsure why she's named Bob, you need to watch some Blackadder. So she has a double passion here in plants, and I think farming might be one of the biggest directions we're going to go. So she'll either be a dedicated farmer or farming in animals because of this skill of 8 and a single passion in animals. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. My big concern here is the lack of medical, as only we've got Molly, and yeah, only Molly can actually look after anybody, so we need to make sure Molly never gets hurt. Which I'm sure is going to be fine. We'll just keep Molly indoors all the time. Everyone else can rescue people and drag them back, and Molly can heal them. Alright, let's get started. So this is the flavor text that we get, is the story. So the gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey, with no friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestors did. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pause it, and let's have a look and see what we've got. So all of this stuff here with the red X's, we need to allow that, and now I've got a wee shortcut for that we'll have a look at. But straight off the bat, we've got some animals. So we've got Hermit, the mare, who's bonded to Bob. We've got Flower, the chinchilla, who's bonded to nobody and is as trained as you can be. And we've got Stepan, the red fox. Awesome. So let's get started. I am going to train them for hauling. I think I'll get Bob to do that by the look of it. But yeah, let's have a look and see what we've got for the world here. So I'm going to zoom out as far as I can. Now I use quite a small computer, so so if you guys can zoom out more, great. But this is what I can see. So boomalopes. So that's cool. They explode if you kill them. And this dark patch here is great farming land. I'm a bit concerned with how close it is to the edges here. We've got some muffalo in there. They're great. If we could tame them, they're pack animals. And this darker here, the rough granite, you can't grow anything there, but it can be smoothed and makes nice floors. We've got a patch of water here, deep water and mud, so we'd have trouble building there. But if we mined, like nothing can come from this side, so if we mined through here, that could be a nice place for a base there. It's quite small though. Cavern down here, it's not much use to us. And some old ruins here that we can... Oh, marble. So we can't cut stone yet, but I could take apart these marble and I might steal these tables. Send somebody down there to just deconstruct those tables. bring them over, or uninstall them even. We've got some good growing area there. Alright, I'm going to use the fertility thing here. Right. Okay, so that kind of settles it for me. I think we're going to build here. Mostly because nothing can come at us this way. And if we need to, we can maybe build a bridge up this way and back away into a safer area. Our enemies can only really come to us through this choke point and this choke point, and we've got good growing here, all the way up here. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to have a quick look around as well. I want to find where the ancient danger... Oh, donkeys. Where is it? There we go. I think that this is where the ancient danger is. Oh, mega sloth. Okay, let's see. So we go back to our colonists. Let's take a little look at the wildlife tab. Look at all of these. We've got plenty of boomalopes, donkeys. Ooh, there's a cougar, a lynx, turkeys, hares, rats, and squirrels. Okay, look at the research. Okay, so we could get some recursive bows going. We have none of this. Okay, but we have got pemmican. Excellent. Pemmican is harder to make than some of the meals, but it lasts like forever. Like here's some pemmican. It's spoils in 1.2 years, so that's awesome. All right, so the first thing I'm going to try, I'm going to go orders and right-click on allow and unforbid all items. And that unforbids everything, so we can use everything now. Awesome. Okay, let's get started then. Now, first thing I'm going to need is to make use of some of this wood here, and my colonists are going to need some bedrooms. So, I'm going to zoom out first. We'll gather some food. I'm going to tell them. If you double click on one berry bush, it actually selects all the ones that are on the screen. I'm going to say harvest, and all the ones that are currently ready to harvest are going to get harvested. I'm also going to do the same for the medicine. We need some wild pure root, so I'm going to zoom out a bit. So there's plenty. I'm going to say harvest. That's not that effective many, but some is better than none. Oh, excellent, does it? Thermal, just like a steamy geyser there, so we can use that for thermal generators later. Much later. And we'll compact steel up here. Oh, this is going to be ace. Okay, so I'm going to need wood. So I'm going to say chop all this wood, chop all of this. Wood. And I'll skip so that you can see this once I'm done. Okay. Now the reason we want the table and chairs is because of the need for it. Okay, so as you can see, there's this need here, 8 without a table, and that lasts for like a full day, and it makes our need go down, which really sucks. So what we're trying to do is have a table so that they can always eat at a table. Underground or outdoors, that's because she's the undergrounder and she wants to be under a roof, and unsightly, well, the whole place is going to be roaming in. Look at the flower! What does flower do? What can chinchillas do? Small nimble room. I think it like lives to be 9. Wildness, it can't carry anything useful, can't be trained. Not very much meat if we want to eat it, but we could. Here we go, nuzzle. It's a cute animal and it will nuzzle our colonists every 2 days. Awesome. Okay, let's see how we go. I'm going to speed things up. Let's fly. starting to rain. Come on, folks, come on. Hey, we've got at least one room. 2 rooms. 3 rooms. I'm gonna start putting down some sleeping spots. Now, these don't actually require any construction or anything, but they are a place to put your head down. So, hopefully, we get the rest of the roof on. We go need one more room to keep today. So some of them just look outside in the rain. That sounds good. Because tomorrow we hunt. Okay, so what I've got here is what I'm looking at for my base here. I've designed it so I've got this living area here in the middle with a table and chairs, and I'm going to harvest that berry bush. And what's going to amount to these 6 bedrooms here. Now, hopefully we'll have, right, so everybody's grabbing a meal. I'm going to just equip my colonists next. So let's have a little look. Okay, so right, so blue, you are definitely going to need one of these bows. So whatever you're doing, your next step is to equip that. Shooting 2. Okay, Bob, after whatever you're doing, you're getting the other bow. Okay, Melly, red, you can have the Equa. Let's see, who else have we got? Watney, you're good at melee, so I'm going to give you the, what's this? The Pila? I think that's all of the weapons here. Oh no, there's a knife as well. So let's see who gets the jade knife. Bow. Oh, Moldy can have a pretty jade knife. And now I want all this stuff. So that I've got some medicine, I've got some food, I've got wood and such. I want all this stuff. I want it inside my base. So I'm going to put a zone down. I'm going to put a stockpile zone. I'm going to pop it there. That should be big enough for now. All these stones, I want to get rid of them. I'm going to put a dumping zone over here. That's not going to be very important at the moment. Let me check. That can be. I don't want corpses in there. Just chunks. So any chunks that are in the way, they can go over there. Now, let's see. Work. Who is? Okay, so this is the tick system that'll say who's doing what, and you can see Molly's going to be really busy. But for these things, smithing, tailoring, art, and crafts, we're not going to be doing them anytime soon. But what I really want is the manual priorities. So the way this works is it goes from left to right and does the 1s first and the 4s last. And obviously a blanket doesn't do it all. So right now, the jobs that they are doing, they are all doing evenly. So they'll firefight, then they'll be a patient, then they'll be a doctor, then they'll do bed rest, and then do basic, and so on down the line. And the very last thing, if there's absolutely nothing else to do, Watney will research. Everybody else will clean if there's nothing else to do. Now, firefighting is like the most important thing, so I'm going to tell everyone to firefight. And then being a patient is really important. I didn't know if that worked. As is being a doctor, but now Molly is the only doctor, so I actually want Molly to be a doctor before Molly's a patient. Bed rest, though, is super important. And again, I'm going to make sure Molly sees to everybody before seeing to herself. basics. That's things like switching on switches, what's that, flick switches, releasing prisoners, open containers, that kind of thing. I'm going to put that as a priority. Now, next up we've got wardening, that's talking to prisoners. So I'll leave that as 3 there. Handling animals is Bob. That's fine. I'm going to put that as a 2, because that's things like taming and training. And Bob is also down as the cook. So Bob has a skill of 4, but no passion, whereas Molly has a minor passion in cooking. So for now I'm going to stick Molly onto cooking. Hunting, however, we are going to give to Blue and Bob. Watney could, but Watney's not gonna. Growing is going to Watney. Watney and Red are going to be our growers. Though Bob has a double passion. Bob has got lots of double passions. I think if there's nothing else, Bob, you can come and do growing. But let's see, Red and Watney can be our growers. Our miners is Molly and Blue. You can mine if there's nothing else to do. Plant cutting, what's plant cutting? Cut or harvest plants as designated. Oh, okay, so Bob, you definitely need to be on that. As Red and Watney. Smithing, nobody's smithing just now. Nobody's tailoring yet, although I will give that to Red. As a veritable passion. Will I give it to Red? Yeah, Red can be our smith and our tailor. Art. Red, I think, has the tortured artist. And our crafter. Stone cutting, smelting, and more. So yeah, when we get to things like stone cutting. Art. Not important just now. Crafting, also not important just now. Hauling. Very important when everyone doing hauling. Cleaning. I want you researching before anything, before cutting plants and cleaning and hauling, but right now it's not a big deal. Cleaning then, I think. Alright, so they're going to grab something to eat, grab some materials, and hopefully get building. Now, who did I put to cutting plants? Everyone except Blue and Molly, so that's fine. So Molly will be building while everybody else is cutting. And Blue, what will Blue be doing? Hunting and hauling. Okay, let's see how that goes. Who's my hunter that doesn't have a ranged weapon? Blue and Bob are down as hunters. Blue, short bow, Bob, short bow. So that's fine. Once he's finished his meal, he'll a quick one. Watney's already started cooking, cutting trees, and our colonists need beds. Okay, so our haulers will start delivering wood to make the walls. So Blue's hauling there. You can see Molly's like laying down wood there, and then she'll start building. Oh god. I'm sure we'll get there. Now, the most important thing is that we get all of these walls up before the end of the day. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning, so we'll get started. Now, while that's ongoing, I am going to set up a grow zone. Because we are going to need... where's my fertility marker? We are going to need food. So I'm going to use, the green is the most fertile land here. It's like 140% I think it is. The yellow is like 70%. And the pale green is 100%, it's like regular. But I know I'm going to need food, so I'm going to grow something nice and fast here. We are going to grow rice here. Now, so that goes to there. Next up we need cotton. So I'm going to do another one here because cotton we can use for making clothes. And we're going to need clothes. Okay, so that should be enough for cotton. And I plan to get some more animals, so I am also going to throw down some hay grass as well. Because hay grass, let's shrink that off the yellow one there because that won't grow at the same rate. Hay grass is awesome because it produces so much hay, and if we want to get through the winter and have all of our animals survive, then we're gonna need that. So that is hay grass. Okay, so what we'll see is the planter. Is that a weird shape? Yeah, let's get rid of that bit. Now my planters will hopefully start clearing this area and start planting there too, while Molly builds our walls. Talking to each other. There we go. There goes Watney and Red. They're off to go planting. Awesome. Okay, Blue's hauling stuff because Blue's nothing better to do. We've got plenty of pemmican to keep us going for just now. Yeah, plenty of pemmican for that. And look, no berries, but we'll cut down the trees for the wood, and so we can put a roof up. And that will be us. How long do horses live? 30. Okay, cool. So, because Hermit here is 18. Okay. Step on the hawks. Who's here? Wildlife bar. Let's see. So we're gonna need some. We need some fur. We need some. I want things that don't fight back. So we are gonna go for some rats and some hares. So they do not fight back. Ooh, turkey. Now things are fighting. We are going to steal that corpse. Now, I've got everything paused here. Let's see. I want corpses. Okay. Pop a zone here for nice meaty corpses. Storage. Clear everything. I want animal corpses. And I'm going to make that the preferred so that things will go there by preference. Now, when my hunters kill an animal, or when they steal a body like they're about to, it will be brought to us. Let's see, like, how did the fight go for it? In no immediate danger. Now, you get like a really good breakdown of all of the health, so let's see. The head got torn off. Well, that'll do it. Oh, let's see this log. And the turkey died. Okay, so our colonists are going to go that way. Who's our hunters? Blue. Blue is off hunting. What is he going for? He's hunting hares. He's opposite. Your root, we want medicine. We'll go around the map and just select everything, but I'm not going to. hopefully Molly will get finished all the construction today, and then everyone will be able to sleep indoors. This doe has wandered into the base, so we're going to keep it as well. Okay, so what we need is to check who our cook is. So our cook is Molly, and Molly has finished building just about. So when Molly has finished construction, how is Molly's skill at? Is anybody not busy? Our cook to be a good cook, so we may well get a better cook or a something structure. And we want furniture, and I'm going to build a butchering table. We're going to need a lot of meat for it, a lot of wood for it even, but it's something that we need. So let's see how I'm going to build it. Here. And before I forget, we're going to need some light. We need light. And pop some light in here. And we're going to need light for our butchering table. And I better build a wall in here to make this into an actual room. There we go. We definitely need more wood, so orders, chalk wood. Get some more of these trees. Where is everybody? Watney is over here sowing hay grass, Blue is hunting rats, Molly is building roof, Bob is hunting hares, and Red is sowing hay grass. So everybody's busy, nobody's idle. Molly can get the butchering table done, and once she's got that done, our next job will be butchering. Okay. Light. And the bench. Now, I just want to check this. We've got 4 normal, 4 normal. Okay. So, I'm going to nab one of these and... No, you know what? I will just build a new one. Good. Nice. Right, now what we want to do is we want to butcher creatures, and we want to do this forever, but we want to set the details here. So, do forever, I'm going to say drop on the floor. The cook will be the one that does this. Do we want human? No, we're not going to have human, I think. And let's see. Now this bit here, ingredient radius, this causes like a, there we go. So like radius 16 there. If I close that, let's have a look at what that looks like. Radius 16, so that means that they will only butcher things, like she won't go running across the map to get a corpse. In fact, I can make that a bit smaller. This is easier if you've got a bigger screen because you can see behind it, but I don't. Yeah, there we go. So she won't go anywhere further than that for corpses. Awesome. There we go. Now, one of the reasons I sent the hunters out hunting is we want skins. So let's have a look at skins and leathers. So that's this one. leathers, light leather. So as the leathers get moved around, let's see how much we're getting total. Leather, plain leather, I see. Once they get moved into the stockpile, then they'll appear on this list. So until they're actually in a stockpile, they won't be on the list. But the reason we want to build those is for some bedrolls. Bedrolls require 40 of whatever material it is you're making them out of. And right now we don't want to be sleeping on the floor, we want bedrolls. So for that we need leathers. But it looks like tonight is another night of sleeping on the floor. Let's see, wildlife and rats still taking it. Let's get the squirrels. And we could go get the buffaloes, but I'm a bit worried about the buffaloes. Maybe if we get, because I kind of like to tame them. Let's go over and see what the buffaloes have got going on. 2, 6. What if I tame 2, a male and a female? On the other 2. And you know what? We are also going to say, I hope. You know what I want? Call the master Hall. I want Hall trained on Hermit the horse and Stepan the red fox. You can also do rescue on Hermit there. And I'm gonna put some light in everybody's rooms. So in Red's room, Molly's room, Bob's room, Blue's room, and Whitey's room. And we'll rearrange those later on, make them a bit nicer. We can make this a bit bigger as well. There we go, now the room is lit. Now burn through wood, but that's fine. Yeah, we need defenses, yeah, but you know what? Oh! Ooh, a jacket. I want the jacket. Who has the best social? So, social 3, 4, 3. Okay, so looks like it's gonna be Molly. Whether it wasn't Molly. Watney. Watney can be our socializer. Let's see. I think we need to stop Hermit from pooping in the house. Alright, you know what? I'm going to use some animal zones. So, zone, expand allowed area, manage areas. I'm going to call this no animals in clean rooms. Actually, I'm just going to call it no animals, it's for clean rooms. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a nifty trick I've seen a few people use here. I'm going to say no animals, and I'm going to say that I'm going to tag all the bedrooms, like this. Now, that tells the animals that they can go there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to manage areas, and I'm going to invert that. So it means now my animals can go everywhere, except the bedrooms and the butchering table, because I really wouldn't want them to be in amongst all of the meat and the blood and such. Then I have to go to my animals tab, and I assign them to the new animals area. Boost. Now we'll watch, and Stefan will leave that room. There we go. And now we won't see animals going into the bedrooms anymore. Offer revenge. Uh-oh. Is it? Okay, it's just got one. Okay, Blue, be very, very careful. Who else has a bow? Right, then Bob has a bow. What's she doing? You see me pen pellet kind of thing. You know what? You're coming here. You're coming here. Run away, dude. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Oh, where's Bob? Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. You can be over here. And Blue. You can run over here also, and we're gonna play a merry-go-round game here. We are going to run the Muffalo past. Oh, that's sped up. Don't want to speed up. Bob, can you shoot the Muffalo yet? Okay, so. Okay, so it's. Oh, now it's after Bob. Thank you, strangers. Awesome. Fine, comes together. Okay, Bob, go have some berries. Thank you, people. It's maybe offering them a gift or something. Where's Blue going? Hunting Muffalo. Okay, Blue. Oh, thank you. Okay, they want nothing, and we can't afford the jacket. So, can we give them any gift? No, we can't give them any gifts. So, nothing to do there. Let's go and make sure that Wani doesn't die. Because we tagged that one. Let's make sure the Blue doesn't die, sorry. 9 death in 21 hours, so... a bad shot from that. Hey, we got a Muffalo! Muffalo. What could I name the Muffalo? It's a girl Muffalo. You know what? I'm gonna take suggestions for naming the Muffalo from the comments, I guess. Come on, Blue. Ah, he sucks. 14 shooting. You should be a lot better than this. You know what? Clearly, we need better bows. No, I think it's safe to leave him for now. Let's see. Nobody's idle. What's everybody doing? Calling medicine, hauling berries. Let's have a look at our stockpile. What we got? Muffalo meat. Alright, you know what we need? We need a kitchen. Because I don't want anybody just wandering in here for no good reason. Temperature, campfire. Okay. Let's see how Bob's getting on. Checking Ibex meat. Let's see. Want me? No, Blue is our other hunter. How have you not killed this thing yet? be worried there, Blue. That's taking your time. Okay, our visitors are leaving. That's fine though. Hey, there we go, moving. Right, we want rid of that. And now what I want as well is floors. I want nice, clean floors. I'm gonna have floors as well. And I'm gonna floor the bedrooms. I floor the doorways as well. I don't know if you need to. And you know what, we are going to need food, so what I'm going to do, set up a bill for pumpkin. And we're going to do that forever. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to cook simple meal first. And we're going to do that until we have, well, we've got 5 colonists and eat 3 times a day. So, 5 times 3 is 15, that would be 1 day's worth of meals. So 15, 30, 45. So until you have that, so let's go details. Try to say until you have 45 meals, I want you to look in stockpile 1 for materials, and I want you to drop it on the floor when you're done. The only person who's going to do it is Molly. And I want Molly to cook whatever you can. Okay. And you'll pause when satisfied, but start up again if we ever drop to 20. Close. Pemmican, however, I want you to do forever, and details, do forever, drop on the floor, holy moly, using anything you can. Okay. And work. Cooking comes after constructing, so that's fine. So she'll get all the floors down and then she'll start working. Actually, you know what, let's get some other people constructing as well. Who's pretty free? What's Bob doing? What's Red doing? Red's hauling. That's fine. Red can keep hauling. Molly, you suck at this. Bio construction. Okay, with all of this on the go, we are going to make the cut there. We are going to end here and see where we go from this bit. So I shall see you all soon. Leave any comments or suggestions down below, and feel free to subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, bye.